I'm the best man.
This is a commentary on Captain America, the first Avenger, for educational purposes only. So we see within this movie wherein Captain America initially, his physical anatomy was small-framed anatomy. And later on in the movie, that physical anatomy changed to a larger framed individual, wherein his capacity overall has improved, such as his health, endurance, speed, strength, and whatnot. And so we've seen this movie. I want to focus on the war within this movie, because Captain America was part of the war that was ongoing within the movie. The war, which is the actual manifestation of relationships, and how relationships have been supported within and as an energetic point, and within and as that energetic point, that relationship became the manifestation of war, because initially that relationship was based on war, but within a smaller context, basically within polarity and friction and stuff like that. And so Captain America was in the middle of the war. He was the one. He was one of the soldiers that were within the midst of it. Was not the actual instigator of the war. Wasn't the actual person that commenced the war, but was within the friction of the war, based on relationships between two people that instigated it all, that started and proliferated the war. And so within the war, there's battle, there's violence, there's blood, weapons, and stuff like that. And the question is, what is that actually proving? It's not actually proving anything but the manifested friction of the relationship that started between two individuals at the beginning. And so the men were sent out, and so the soldiers were sent out. The military was sent out to fight the battle for the leaders.
This clip where, the war is being highlighted, and Captain America, with his big body, before a smaller body, and now is ready for the war. Okay, and so these different personalities or egos surrounding him is saying, we can use you for the war. In fact, they used science to sort of make him a bigger built individual. But within that change of body frame, from smaller built to bigger built, there is something going on there. First, there is judgment within a smaller or a bigger built body. And secondly, there's a belief within that I'm stronger if I have a bigger built body, and I'm weaker if I have some smaller body. And so this is being utilized by the group. A group is actually different personalities together. It started with the hero personality of Captain America, but actually that hero personality came from a loser personality, which is just a mind thing. It's just how we define ourselves. You know, it's not real. What is real is me here as that breath. Okay, and that breath is within a form, within a body. And so when I had that form, I connected different things, and so I have beliefs, I have fears, and wanting to win, desires, aversions and stuff like that. And so war, in fact, is just a larger version of what we have as that personality, as that individual that we define ourselves as. But that's limited, because from that perspective, we are looking at everyone as separate from us, as that ego. And so from that perspective, everyone is our competitor. And so we love some people, and then we hate some people, and then we compete. And so that's this, within this competition, within these personalities, within relationships, even in our intimate relationships, in the family setting, we have quarrels. And so we love each other, and then the polarity shifts, and then we hate each other when there's some problem and somebody spited us. And so this conflict, within this conflict we exist, and we define ourselves within this. And of course, my main thrust is to survive as that personality, as that ego. And so I will say, no, you can't do that to me, I will fight back. And within this, there's friction. Within this friction, energy is created. And so the same thing in a war setting. So many energetic points combined. And we create the war. Common sense. I mean, it's just 1 + 1 = 2. So, having looked at war, I can also say that war is a money-making scheme. The amount of artillery that is being created will be made and sold. So it's all also about money. Let's face it. Now, within this, if we give each other equal amounts of money from birth to death, we won't have to fight. We won't have to create a war. We will equally take care of each other as one and equal as each other. We are just that breath here within a form, and we take care of each other's form. That all forms survive, and within that we need money to eat, to have shelter over our head, to have water to take to sort of clean our body, and so why don't we just do that rather than complain? Let's just give ourselves the gift of life.
Yes, let's give ourselves the gift of life. But in order to manifest and bring that gift of life into reality, we have to realize that we are the gift of life to ourselves. Therefore, we have to give the gift of life to and as ourselves, thus proliferating that point into and as humanity. Thus, in